I'm Paula, and thank you for coming to look at my video. It's not going to be a really long one, but I really hope it's not going to be a long one, but I just want, I guess, Jamaicans aware of something that is annoying me slightly. I mean, maybe most of you don't care what's annoying me, but just bear with me, okay? I'm one of them people that spent a long time stuck in my own little bubble and doing my own wee thing and not really looking at what everybody else was doing. And in the last few years I've become really aware of something, and I think more people need to be aware of it. We've all been that person that walking up the street and notice there's an old man sitting in a cafe, or a homeless person sitting and looking like they're ready to give up, and we've all just dandered on and not really looked at them, and we've seen that they're there, and we've seen the same man every day, sitting in the same chair, drinking the same thing at the same time, and maybe commented and be like, that's really sad that he has no one, or seen that person on the street and judged them, or tried to ignore them, or threw them 20p and dandered on and not really, thought you've done your bit. And yes, I'm not saying don't, that it's wrong just to give them 20p. It's brilliant that you do that, but sometimes you just need a wee bit more, and that's what I'm really getting at. I think as a society, and in everybody's communities, everybody is really busy about their own life, and everybody is rushing to the next thing that they have to do. Maybe it's to go meet their friends for lunch, or go get them shoes that's on the sale. I don't know what everybody gets up to. I don't really buy shoes on the sale, but whatever. And we notice everybody else. I'm not going to say people are ignorant and they don't notice. Some people don't notice, but most of us will notice these people and just maybe feel sorry for them, or pity them a little bit, or judge them, but not think it's our place or we can help them. And I just want to say that yes, you can. You can. It's you and people like you in your community and in this society are the only people that's going to help them. Okay? What I've noticed is whenever I have kids now, okay, and my son's turning 9 in a few weeks, and yes, I'm young in the sense as, I'm not 70, 80, 90, but while my kids are growing up and they're starting their life, and they're, there's the possibilities of what they're going to be when they grow up and everything else, I'm becoming more aware that I did this when I was growing up, and I forgot that my parents are growing up too. I'm growing up and I'm starting my life and everything else, and they're getting to the point where they're not that they're not needed, but that they've done their job for you, and they can't, that you're growing up, you're not going to be their little baby forever. And maybe that's what happens. These old people that are sitting in the shop on their own, or you see them just walking but nowhere to go. That maybe they go to the shop and the highlight of their day is whenever the woman at the chippy asks them, do they want a top up, or do they want a Becky, or whatever. That's maybe the highlight of their day, is having a conversation with a woman in a chip shop about coffee. I don't know what it's like to be old and be that man sitting in the shop, because I haven't been there. But I can't tell you what it's like for the homeless people, because I've been homeless. So, with my experience, is what I'm trying to say, is that I was sitting on the street as a teenager. I was sitting on the street and I was probably getting judged. I don't know. I felt like I was getting judged anyway. Oh, is she a crackhead, or is she violent, or whatever. I wasn't anything. Okay, I wasn't there because I had done something wrong. I was there because I didn't have a choice. I couldn't go home. I'm not going to get into it now. I'll probably make a video at some point, if because people want to know things, and I don't mind sharing my experiences with people. It's not something I'm ashamed of. It's probably not something that everybody needs to hear, but I'm not ashamed of it either. But I've been that person sitting on the street, grateful, immensely grateful for, 20p, a pound, whatever was given to me, or maybe someone, every now and again somebody hand you coffee and, go on about their life, and you don't understand how much that means to somebody, but at the same time, sometimes a little bit more is needed. And what I'm saying is, if you see that person, or you see that old man sitting, or you see that person sitting on the street, don't just walk on and think, oh, that's awful. Stop. Okay, stop. Stop whatever it is you're doing. Not all the time. Just every now and again. Just once even. Stop and do something. I'm not saying throw them £100 or take them home and let them meet your family. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying, with a bit of common sense, stop and go into the chippy with that old man that's sitting in it. Grab yourself a coffee. Grab 2 coffees and go and ask him, can you sit beside him? Don't be creepy about him. Be like, you look lonely, I'm going to come talk to you. But be like, I've got 10 minutes of my own and I feel like a coffee and I don't fancy sitting on my own. Can I sit and talk to you? He might say no. He might like being on his own. He might have a wife to come to and he's just looking to get rid of her for half an hour. You don't know, but you might come up against that one person that just wants somebody to know they're still there. Okay? That old man might not have a wife. She might have died, or he might not have grandkids to come see him, and for him to spoil. He might just want somebody to notice that he's there and that he still matters. And you sitting beside him for 10 minutes with a cup of tea could be something, it could give him that wee spark back. Is what I'm trying to say. You just ask him, you might end up with one that goes on about what they did whenever they were wee and how much money they won at the bookies or whatever. You might get one that's really like that, or you might get one that just wants to sit in silence and not be annoyed. You don't know. But half an hour, 10 minutes of being awkward might be awkward for you, but it could give that person meaning. And if you see that homeless person, not every homeless person, just one person maybe that you look at it, instead of judging them, grab 2 sandwiches or sit down beside them and just say, you know what, I've got 10 minutes before I have to go back to work. How are you? Or here's a sandwich. I'm hungry. I'm guessing you're hungry. I'm not beside you. They might tell you where to go, and if they do, you get nasty people. Not nasty people, but you get grumpy people everywhere. But you might get that one person that really just needs that. And that's what matters. Not the millions of people that are grumpy on this planet. But you might get, out of 10 people you do this to, you might get that one person that really just needs that. And just sit down, ask them their name. Even if they're sitting there, ask them how they got there. Some of them might not want to tell you, and that's fine. But some of them might just want you to care. They just want somebody to care. That's all that I ever wanted, was someone to sit beside me and say, do you know what, I see you, and you matter, and you're maybe not in the right place right now, but it's okay. It's okay not to be where you think you should be. It's okay to get into circumstances like that, and I don't judge you for it. Just acknowledge that they're there. That's all people want. Even if it's not even that, even if it's just you see someone up the street and they look like they're having a horrible day, go up to them and say to that woman that looks like today is just the worst day ever, your hair looks nice. Or them's really nice shoes, where'd you get them? Well, obviously not if you're a man, because it's a bit weird, but you could. Or if you see a man up the street and he looks, like his wife has just completely went crazy on him, ask him the time, and when he gives you it, tell him, thank you, you're an amazing person. Find a reason to talk to people that look like they need somebody to talk to them. Just 10 minutes out of your life, 1 minute out of your life, just acknowledge these people could save their life. Okay? Don't wait for, some sort of a service to come, or some sort of a group or a charity or something. Don't do that. You have your own self has the ability to stop and tell people that you care. Okay? Don't move them in. Don't do anything else. Just acknowledge that they are there. Okay? Just try it once. Just once. Just once. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening.